the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the Washington Redskins and the Dallas Cowboys. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Godden, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They've been cooking these last couple months, winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Redskins, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Right back to him on first down. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Let's go,
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Here are the starters defensively for the Cowboys. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Williams now from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Williams operating from the gun. This one caught by Davis. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. In for the score. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was polished off by a Redskin touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So here now the Cowboy offense onto the field to get their first crack at it. And they'll be let out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And on this offensive unit, your thoughts on Travis Frederick?
He's a quarterback's best friend. Sets all the line calls and blocks so aggressively.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. They'll look to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. And taking a gander at the NFL scoreboard in Minneapolis. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. And he'll give it here to his running back. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light vest.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. Here's Williams to throw on second down. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Williams off the play fake. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jalen Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for third down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it?
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Damian Harris, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Okay, Brady, I see you.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Defense, let's go.
2nd and 4. It's caught. Reception by Holmes. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And to give this time to the tailback. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down. He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll set up a throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And a loose football.
Let's go, baby.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. That's 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
57 to Mike. We own them.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 1. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Adam Shaheen with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. So they go play action, 3 tight ends out there in the heavy set.
Well, they showed everything that suggested running play. Just what you mentioned, 3 tight ends, heavy formation, able to go play action off of it, because if you're a defender, you're thinking it's a running play with that much beef on the field.
But they passed it, and they got 6 out of it. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. To throw on 2nd down, Williams. His throw incomplete. The Redskins on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Redskins scoop it. And a tough turnover there, as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football.
We're going to shut you down.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Oh, shifty.
Whoa.
51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And here come the Redskins now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Williams. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And I would say they went 3-and-out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3-and-out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1-and-out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. And, Charles, this infraction's going to be against the offense, false start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
So not quite out of danger just yet, still backed up a bit, but only need a few inches here on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
A 1st down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Milton, and a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Right there. All day, baby.
And to give this time to the tailback. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. He'll look to throw, and that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the I with both feet,
while making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
The 3rd down pass. Chris Jones on the punt for the Cowboys.
I'm sure as a coach, when you throw the flag, you hold your breath, then you get the verification you were right, a sigh of relief.
Not only a sigh of relief, a little vindication as well, because every time you pull that red flag and throw it, you could be costing your team a timeout.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle. They run a draw here on 2nd down. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Williams. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the 2nd person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, 2nd drive, not much better. Amari Cooper and the Cowboys set to take over once again. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? 2nd quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. They'll run on 1st down. Milton, and he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
2nd and 6. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And Butker able to put this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans. And that's now a 2-touchdown game as the Eagles have scored again. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. Williams now throwing to start the drive. And he's got some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Redskin first down, the pickup 15 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now Williams throwing again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Here's Williams. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Now, he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
I'm coming.
Looking to throw. Holmes has got it complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And the kick by Butker is good. And that will do it for this first half. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Go!
False start, offense.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Mike, 57. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Hey, watch the edge. Watch the edge. Mike. Outside coming. Outside coming.
The screen pass. Complete to a wide receiver.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 17. At the 38-yard line.
Here we go. Mike, Pittsburgh. Combo. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Kill.
Another carry for the running back. The tackle made at the 44-yard line. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Hot. All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Cowboys, let's go. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard
Strong
line.
right. Put up.
The 1st down pass. Intended for his wideout. Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10. The 2nd down pass. Intended for
Mike,
the
3.
83.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins.
Brings up 3rd down
Jim.
and 10. The 3rd down pass.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
To number 36. A gain of 3. It's 4th down. Harrison Butker on for the field goal. A 48-yard attempt. His kick is good. Makes the score Cowboys 16. Redskins 14. The Redskins
We got
control
this.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Mike, 54.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing.
Ship.
Damian Harris, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 26. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line. The ball carried by number 28. Leighton Vander Esch on the tackle. It's a gain of 1 yard. And it's 3rd down.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will push the lead up to 5. So make him 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Give the Redskins 13 there on a 1st down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
On 2nd down, this is Harris. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Second and 2. Got an open man, it's Washington. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Let's go, D.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. They'll try and run with Harris. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. On first down, Milton, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that one will be accepted.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Matt Ioannidis, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
That's the end of the third quarter of play, with the score Cowboys 19, Redskins 17.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to throw here. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Defense.
Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
A loss of a yard.
I hope you brought your lesson. I'm about to take you to school.
At the 41-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13, complete to Washington. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Williams operating from the gun. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. From the gun, Williams. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Back to throw. Williams rolling to his right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. On 2nd down now, it's Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
And this one is right through. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Looking to throw. Williams. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Williams. That's taken in by Callaway. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Again, 11. 1st down, Redskins.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Washington's got it. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Williams now to throw on 3rd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26. Now Williams throwing on 1st down. And Callaway taking it in left side. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Williams. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown.
From a yard out. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
We got this. Mike 3. Mike 3.
He's back to throw. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 9-yard touchdown grab as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it in. And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 times.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. He may try and run for this. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they take a knee. The Redskins, they can smell victory now. They take a knee. So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game, on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for Washington, the win is their 5th of the year as they move to 5-8, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.